Hello and welcome back. Today's episode will cover the last remaining switch on this camera preset. By the time we're done, you'll have 100% control over every single aspect of your camera presets. Okay, today is big final part 3 of our series on camera presets. We've already covered the essential and mastered the art of speed and timing in the previous episode. So now it's time to complete the puzzle. Okay, so let's start it. On the camera 2, we are going to use the transition switch and then switch it to fade black maybe. Let's use another transition on this camera instead, also using flare 1. So there's an option but it didn't show on the record, but it's okay. We are going to use flare 2 for this camera, and the last but not least, on this camera we are also turning on the transition effect and then using fade white. Okay, let's see how it goes. So this effect trigger at every single transition, instantly giving you scene that polish and professional edge. Look at that. And I almost forgot to tell you that for this effect to work, you must have Reshade with full Addon support installed and configured correctly, just as we demonstrate in episode 1. So once you done it, you will be all set to bring this professional transition to your own edits. Alright, let's move on to the next switch. So for this next switch, I'm going to use a new group, like this my template. And then I'm going to add new camera and set several camera inside the cockpit, also outside the aircraft, to demonstrate how the effect switch to work. So for example, I'm going to add a new camera right here, turn on the FX switch, and then we are going to give it a go with the CCTV colored effect. This one. Alright, next camera. Let's put the camera on the right side for this one. Okay, add new camera. Turn on the, I suppose that turn on the FX switch. Use the CCTV BW, which is black and white. And then for the outside view, I'm going to put the camera right here. It's like the mounted camera. Turn on the effect for the mounted camera. You can see the list because it's from the recording problem. I'm using OBS. Okay, last camera is right side, and then use the also mounted camera. Okay guys, let's see the result. So this effect switch apply dedicated overlay to your camera views, instantly elevating your footage to a whole new level. It brings that polished high-end aesthetic found in professional documentaries and live broadcasts. So by adding this layer, you transform your standard flight sim recording into truly immersive one. Alright guys, currently we are in the air to demonstrate our next features. This is a massive game changer for your aerial footage, which is the horizon switch right here. So first, let me show you how the camera behaves without the horizon switch enabled. We have this camera animation that going from left to right. And let me turn off the autopilot so we can drive the plane a little bit. Alright, as you can see right here, the camera is hard attached to the aircraft. So every time the plane banks, the camera tilts right along with it. This created a rigid direct view that follows every movement of the aircraft. You see? Okay, now let's toggle the horizon switch on. Notice we have the turning vertical calibration slider. And then we are going to test it with the same movement with the aircraft. Then notice how the camera instantly locked to the horizon line. Even as I bang the aircraft, the frame stays perfectly level while the plane moves independently within it. This is exactly what makes this feature special. It isolates the aircraft motion from the camera perspective. It creates that distinct documentary style look where the background remains steady and allow the viewers to clearly see the banking maneuver without disordering tilt. Okay, right now for the turning vertical calibration slider, right here. So if your camera is placed far from the aircraft, you'll need to increase the slider value to properly align the plane vertical position. So let's watch what happens if we keep this value high while the camera is closed. Yep, as you can see, the aircraft stopped booming and bouncing, and that's because the compensation is too aggressive for this distance. It's essentially to find right balance. You need to adjust this value specifically for your shot's distance and to keep the aircraft rock steady without creating that erratic jitter. Like so. So for example, if the camera really attached to the airplane, like body rigid, you're gonna have to put the vertical calibration to 0. Alright, we have finally reached the last but not least switch in our lineup. To demonstrate this, let's look at this flyby shot. Watch how fast this aircraft passing by, that sometimes we didn't have enough time to enjoy the coolness, especially with the faster aircraft. And so this is exactly where the final switch become a game changer. The Slowmo switch intelligently dropped the simulation rate, giving you the time to truly appreciate the incredible detail of your aircraft during high-speed flyby. Instead of a plane just blurring past the frame in a split second, the action stretch out, allowing you to capture every angle and movement in stunning slow motion. So guys, with that we have officially reached the end of our 3-part camera preset switches. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Bye bye.